I'd like to hear what you got. I've already started calling people. I think I did, didn't I? Okay, so you've had a chance to discuss. I just want to know what you got. Lily, did you get an answer for this?
Oh, I got X equals 39.
Do we agree? Okay, so looking at this 39 means that if you have an associate's degree, you make 39,000. If it is asking to find the median yearly income of full time, which is each of these levels, so if you take that 39, put it here, this becomes 50, and this one becomes 60. Are we good? Any questions? And just so you know, when it's given it's a word problem, we want the answer in sentence form. I really want to get to the quiz, though, so keep that in mind. You're going to say associate's degree makes 39,000, and that's degree, et cetera. If this word has to be put sentence answer. No. Yeah. Sentence answer. So I will never give you material on a day and then quiz you on that day, the material. But some of what we do today may be reviewing some of the things that are going to be on the test, but there won't be any word problems on not test quiz. There won't be any word problems on the quiz for sure. Okay. Somehow we skipped right to example 3. I don't know that happened, but apparently there's a wormhole in the space-time continuum. It's time to decide how you're going to pay the bridge toll so you can get to the beach. The first option requires purchasing a transponder for $20. A transponder for $20. With the transponder, you pay a reduced toll of $3.25 each time you cross the bridge. Your second option is tool by pay. I think that might be a typo. What do you think? Toll by plate, I think is what it's talking about. So just like every time you go, you pay the toll. Living in LA, do you guys even know what a toll is? Yeah. Like a toll road, like it used to be you actually have to stop at the start of a road and pay them like 50 cents or $1, and then you can go on the road or a bridge. But now they just read the computer tag on the car window. That's how you pay the toll. There aren't a lot of those in the LA area. There are some in Orange County though. In any case, second option is toll by plate. With this option, you pay the full toll of $4.25 each time you cross the bridge, plus a $3 administrative fee for crossing on the number of times you would need to cross a bridge for the cost of 2 options to be the same. Again, we're gonna let algebra do the work. Very often, if you're deciding for a bit on the variable you should use, I recommend like a plate that the number of times you need to cross the bridge for the cost of the 2 options is the same. So we're going to start by letting x equal number of times crossing bridge. Please make sure you're including some sort of quantity. No, I'm not just saying x equals bridge. And so I don't mind being 16. I think short, but please make sure that you're being specific about what we're doing here. There are 2 other things we have to represent though. So cost with transponder. Transponder, that's the little device you have to purchase first. If you purchase one of those, it's going to cost you $20, but it's also going to cost you. I hope that makes sense. If you cross the bridge only one time, it costs you $23.25. Cross 2 times, that costs $26. Yep. We need one more thing. The cost without transponder. How much does it cost without the transponder? $7.25 each time. That seems excessive to me, but I don't make the rules or the problems. Other questions asking how many times we have to cross in order for these 2 costs to be equal. So we take 2 quantities and equate them. And I'll let you finish that. Maybe once you have an answer. And say it in the sentence, because I am gonna ask for the answer in this sentence. Okay, so Emma, what'd you get? Do we agree? The cost would be equal. I'm just gonna put a 5 right there. That'd be completely inappropriate for a quiz or a test, because this is a word problem. We need a sentence that answer just like Emma said, something like that. Actually, I'm gonna put 5 times. At least I'll put a unit on there. I'll put a box because circle seems elementary school.
And would be like something like 5 for any crossings, is that where you want to say like, it would have for the tops to be equal, you need about the class, you need like the whole thing.
If you just said you would need 5 times total, right? Give me a sentence that helps me understand what's going on. You don't have to include everything. It goes as big as you want, 5 times crossing with transponder or without, results in equal charges, or just you have to cross the bridge 5 times. Very often you don't like decimals in equations. Now this was pretty nice with it, actually. This worked out quite nicely. You want to get rid of the decimals here. Either multiply by 100 or multiply by 1/4. So if you multiply by 4, then that also get rid of the decimals. Resulting in smaller. The answer will be exactly the same. It doesn't matter to me how you do it. I'm just saying there are smaller options, but the 100 it doesn't make sense with the decimal number. Okay, example 4. Your favorite electronics retailer is having a terrific sale on voice canceling wireless headphones. You'll finally be able to listen to music in peace. After a 40% reduction, you purchase headphones for $192. What was the price of the headphones before reduction? I wonder what the X should be, because we're going to use algebra here. Let X equal price of headphones before reduction. Or we could just say price before reduction. Or maybe original price or something like that. I do that. If you want to do, yeah, original price. Change the wording a little bit. That's awesome. As long as you're not changing meaning. So it's saying 40% price reduction. How do I express that? I'm great. Do you agree with that 0.6x? Nice. Depends what question you answer. If it's 40%, it's something like this. This is price reduction. I think that what you said is perfect, because if you take the original price and then subtract that, that would give you the 0.6x. I think that's just kind of pretty much. I think it makes sense. If you save 40%, you're paying 60% of the original price, and we know that that's going to equal. So multiply by 10. Just divide by 0.6. Maybe I'll rewrite 0.6 in fraction. 0.6 in fraction. 6/10 or 1/5. I'm just giving you different options here. Maybe I'll do this. Because all I have to do to solve this is multiply both sides by 5 over 3 5/3. I really like to try to do things without a calculator. Does 3 go into 192?
Yeah.
Will you check with your neighbor to see if they know the trick to see if 3 goes into a number? There's a trick. Okay, so does 3 go into 192? Yeah. How do we know? Add the digits. If 3 goes into the sum, that works for 3 and it works for what else number does it work for? 9 goes for 9 also. Does 9 go into 192? 9, but we added up to 12. It's 12. No, but 3 does. Don't use that for any of the numbers. It's not gonna work. In fact, it could be a little longer, but you can back to the 64. Is that right? 64. So I'm canceling the 3 first. 3 goes into 192, 64 times. Then 64 times 5. You know a trick for multiplying by 5? Multiply by 10. But since multiplying by 5, you want to cut that in half. So 640 becomes 320. Isn't that kind of thing? So x equals 320. Is that a good answer? It's a terrible answer. It's a good intermediary answer, but our final answer has to be in sentence form, which means we're probably gonna have to use a unit, and I think we're all gonna do the same thing. The original price of the headphones was the. Any questions? Oh, another nice thing. 4 times 5. What is it? 4 times 45. Okay, you get the same answer, right? Move that decimal point over. Okay, your grandfather needs your help. How did I say grandfather? Grandmother needs your help. She has $150,000 to invest. Part of this money is to be invested in a money market account that pays 1.5% annual interest. Okay, the rest of this money is to be invested in a certificate of deposit paying 1.3% annual interest. She told you that she requires $2,000 per year in extra income from the combination of these investments. How much should be placed in each investment? For some reason, she wants exactly 2,000. No more, no less. This only happens in algebra land. But bear with me. This is a good exercise. Okay. We need a let statement. Let x equal now. Here's the problem. X only equal 1 thing. How much money should we place? Putting some money in the bank and some money in the deposit. What's another way to talk about version? Account for finance way of investment is very, very secure. So let's say that X is the amount invested in. Since it lists the money market, that's just savings. They're investing X in the money market account. How much are they investing in the CD? Yeah. If this is true, then I'm just gonna say 150 minus X. We'll say in thousands. I don't want to equals the amount invested in. So I need an apostrophe for that CDs. No, it's plural. Apostrophe is for Possessive. Okay. But we're talking about interest. $2,000 per year in extra income, so. 1.5 annual interest means that on the money market, grandma is gonna make. Oh. Is that right, 0.15? Or 0.015? Pretty sure? I think that doesn't point over. So I'm still making a list of things that equal stuff here. 0.015x equals. Amount of. Interest. From. Money market. Account. So how much is she making from the CD? 0.013 of. Amount of interest from. About 2,000. So for 2,000 years. Income from the combination of that. I want an idea from. I just want the equation. Baron, can you help us out with this one? What's that? So. Where you say that. 0.01. Plus. Are we good with this? Very nice. We're talking about thousands already, so that's two. Perfect. That's 2,000. Go ahead and solve that. Give that. First step. What is it? 1915. Is this what you got? Is it looking about right? 2x equals 15. The word seems sound. If you want to check it, it'd be nice to have a calculator. This. Multiply it by. Here's the big question. Why is it just putting everything in money market? Right? Yeah. Exactly. That makes sense. And that's ethical, because that's what you want. That's, no one loses. Your questions. Okay. American football field. The length is 200 more than the width. If the perimeter of the field is 140 feet, what are its dimensions? In this case, I'm not going to have a let statement, and instead I'm going to draw a picture of a field in the shape of a rectangle. And it says the length is 200 feet more than the width. So I'm going to label the width because the length is being compared to the width. So I'll just call this, should I use X? And which one of these is width? I guess the shorter one. Let's just use W. Doesn't matter what letter you use, and W makes sense to directly connect it to the width. If that's the width, then the other dimension is going to be W plus 200. I'll let you finish this problem. Once you have your equation, make sure that your neighbor has the same equation you have. Can you have the equation? I just want to hear the equation. Priscilla, can you tell us what equation you used here? I didn't change the W's, but you're welcome to use X for yours. Okay. Are we good with this? No? Did you already solve it? What can you tell us what you got? What's a symbol for feet? Could you guys show me in the whiteboard in front of you what's a symbol for feet? I'm not talking about abbreviation, but the symbol. A single apostrophe as opposed to inches would be 2 apostrophe. Okay. Any questions? Did anyone use a different equation? Oh, 360, did you say? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, plus 200, 360. Okay. So what are its dimensions? If you want to just write dimensions, you can say 160 by 360 for rectangle, that's fine. You don't have to identify which one's length, which one's width, because really kind of arbitrary from your point of view. On football field, you know, they went this way, they went this way. And that would be it. So many people recognize the fine. Yeah. One equation I really like would be to say W plus
W plus 200 just equals 520. That makes sense, just go right there. If we know the whole thing, it's 1040. So we know that can you get big guys? Moving on. Vikings beat. I lose it. But I'm missing something. I mean, one. You don't have eyes. Sasha, can you read me the problem? Yeah, you know, stuff. Is it a word problem? Oh, thank goodness.
Okay. Can you read it to me, please? Okay.
Funny says for L here. For L. Okay. Oh, what's I think the directions say solve for the indicated variable or something like that. Is that right? And did I write the capitalization correct, the lowercase h? I do want you to pay attention to this. Like when you see this capital A here, here's the way to go. Think of the capital and lowercase, it's just because they could mean different things. Sometimes they have an A and an A in one equation. Remember
An equation from geometry where it had a big A and a little a? Anyone remember? There was something. Yes, you remember? Yeah. What's that? What postulate?
Oh, the AA similarity postulate. Let's say that's similarity. Not quite what I'm talking about, but nice. I like that. Remembering things in geometry. Talk about a formula that has a big A and a little. Remember that word? Apple. What shape does an apple? Please check with your neighbor. What shape does apple belong to? It's part of a regular
Polygon, right? It's a distance from the center to the side perpendicular to one of the sides. Are you visualizing what I'm visualizing? Okay. Does anyone remember the formula we're talking about with apple? Yeah, that was amazing. Does she speak the truth? Area is equal to 1/2 AP. That's your credit right there. Yeah, the area of an regular polygon. I'm going to let your geometry teacher know about what just happened. Thank you. In any case, So there are times when it's important, right? If you're clumsy with that formula, it wouldn't make any sense. We need one to be big and one to be little a. So please keep the capitals capital, lowercase is lowercase. Okay, so solving this for L, it's just the same thing that you do for any equation. We're going to try to strip everything away from that side of the equation. In general, you want to get rid of any terms that don't include the variables and then subtract 2w from both sides, meaning we have p minus 2w equals 2l. And I do my L's in cursive because otherwise it's gonna look like ones. I recommend you do the same. It's up to you though completely. Should I make it capital though? No, keep lowercase, lowercase, which intensifies the problem. Of course, the last step is to divide by 2. And at the same time, I'm gonna switch sides. Are you okay with that? I really want you to have a habit of keeping the single variable on the left. So L equals P minus 2W all over 2. Done with that one. For B, the problem is there are 2 different P's. Which one should we solve for? The big P. When I say the 2 different P's, I'm wrong about them. There's just two of the same P on one side. So yeah, we're going to solve for the big P, but how can I isolate that if there are 2 of them? If I divide by RT, that means I have to divide everything by RT. Excuse me, and don't write this down, please. So we have P over RT plus P. So it doesn't help there because that term is kind of in the way. We're going to have to use one of our math tricks, something from Algebra 1. On the right side, we see that both terms have a P in it. It's the greatest common factor. So what can we do with that greatest common factor? Factor it out. So keep the A on the left, factor out the P. What's left? We'll check, don't call it out, just check with your neighbor. What's left when you factor out that P? On the count of 3, let's hear it. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Do you see how it's much simpler to solve for that P right now? So there's a single P, which means now all we have to do is divide both sides by 1 plus RT. I'm going to write the P on the left that equals A over 1 plus RT. Any questions? Is that it? Is there more? That was it? Do you have a little time to review before we start? No. Let's start at 10:15.
Oh, are the brackets in the,
Anything that was on the homework could be on it.
That was not part of it. You can at least write your name. If you want to write the honor code early, hey, I don't mind. But
Sign it after. Again, remember, I just want this honor code to have meaning to you, so please don't scribble. If you want to write, my name affirms my honor, that's okay, sign it, please get to the always time honor code.
again, really. Start. 30 seconds. You gotta make sure to get people around this bump. You got this. Because you do. You do.